So, before we let you go, obviously it's unavoidable for us to talk about Megadeth. We need to ask you a couple questions about that.
Sure.
Um, you know, I guess in the best way possible, can you sort of fill us in on like how that came together, what your role is right now, and you're playing shows with them
Yep.
as well. So, like,
Yeah, we just did a
where do you
show.
stand on all of this right now?
It's a complex. It's
What you're allowed to
a
talk
moving
about?
puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I don't. It's
yeah.
there's nothing. No holds barred. So how I got involved? I was in L.A. doing the drums for the Lamb of God record, and I got a text on my phone from Dave's tech at the time, who was a guy named Willie G, who's been around metal world forever. Great guy. And he says, "Your phone's going to ring in a minute from a number you don't know. Answer it." And it was like, I don't know, 6 in the morning or something, but I was checking my phone if I heard it because, the family's at home, make sure
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
not an emergency or whatever. So I'm bleary eyed, this number pops up. I don't know it. I answer and it's Dave. And
Wow.
we'd met, we'd toured together in 2005, I think, on
Right.
Gigantor. And he and I become kind of buddies. We joke around or whatever, but there's kind of with artists that get to that level, there's this kind of circle, and
Yeah.
you're in it or you're out of it. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with that person. It's just there's a lot of people out there that are looking to take advantage or to take something from
Of
you, or they
course.
just
Yeah.
want. And so once you're kind of in that circle, it's a very friendly kind of deal. And so I don't think I really got there in 2005, but now
Over
I
time.
certainly feel like
Yeah.
that I am. But he called and he said, "Listen, man, we've gone through this process. We've lost a couple guys. I've been involved with this attempted reunion thing, and for a lot of reasons, things aren't working out.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that I trust that have reached out to me and suggested you, and I'm calling to see if you want to make a thrash metal record with me."
That's so sick.
That's exactly what I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
thinking. I
It's
was
the only
just
thing to
like,
say
I'm
about
looking
that.
around the room for like a hidden camera show or
Yeah.
something, and kind of jumping up and down on
The
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 bed.
luck that this guy
I
has,
know.
incredible.
So I had done a session gig before, and that's kind of what I was thinking it would
Yeah.
be with the band Protest a Hero. And after I did that record, I promised myself I would never do it again because it was just so difficult to go in there, give everything I had to this. It was in this super weird proggy record that it's really kind of on the bleeding edge of what I was able to do, and learn all this stuff, put my fingerprints on it
Mhm.
or stamp on it, and then walk away. They just drop me off at the
Yeah.
airport when you're done playing drums. And so it's like, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
now we're gonna go get some guy to play
It's
this.
kinda strange,
It
yeah,
is
yeah,
super
coming
weird.
from, like, a band that's been around for so long,
Right. It's
yeah.
it's like getting
Yeah.
dumped.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I can't
One
do
night
it.
stand.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I was expecting, but that's why, unless it was Dave, I
Right.
probably would have told anybody else.
Sure,
I
sure.
can't do it. But it was
Yeah.
him. So we got together shortly thereafter. Actually, Lamb was on tour. He sent me like 10 or 11 demos, which were all great. I had ideas for them on what I thought could be better about them. What I loved about Megadeth from the early Megadeth records,
Yeah.
like this is kind of the direction I would like to go if you're interested in what I'm thinking.
How cool is that to be able to sort of direct a little bit too?
It was really nice. I didn't expect
Yeah.
him. I expected to be kind of, do what you're told kind of
Yeah, yeah,
situation.
yeah.
At the same time, I'm thinking to myself, he's paying me a fair fee.
Yeah.
He could call anybody else that could do what they're
Yeah,
told.
yeah.
There's a reason he's calling me,
Right, right,
and he
yeah.
knows we toured together, and I think I had him sign like 12 Megadeth vinyls or something, that I had.
Yeah.
But
I love that. You're
yeah,
getting autographs from a guy that you're playing in a band with.
yeah. So it did, and I knew going into the process that I thought, unless if I can't contribute and I'm being told what to do and I don't like the material, this is a bad move for me. No
Mhm.
matter how much he's going to pay, this is not going to be a good thing. So right away, I took one of the demos and I said, here's what I'm thinking about the beginning. I'm not sure about this one little part. Maybe we could speed it up or chop it off. And
Right.
he's like, yeah, absolutely, let's get rid of it. So right then I knew that okay, I'm in.
That's great.
Like
Yeah, I mean,
I can be
he's
involved.
listening to you immediately, and you're able to sort
Right.
of have a voice.
So I'm listening to
Yeah.
this stuff and just kind of making mental notes. And I don't have a kit to rehearse with in Australia while the Lamb is on tour. So we get back. I immediately fly to Nashville where he's at. We start jamming. And really, actually, what we did first for probably 2 weeks was just sit with those demos in front of a computer and just
Mhm.
talk about, what could be different, what could be better,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
what are the things that he termed, I would say, my Megadeth sounds like this,
Yeah, yeah, 'cause
and
there was a lot of
he
different
he, men-
Megadeths,
he
yeah.
mentioned that, he's like, I like this, your Megadeth, kind of thing. He's like, tell me more about that. Like, where's that coming from? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
what was going on in your life then? Like, what are those songs? Why were they special? You know, that kind of thing. And so he, you know, was able to just start riffing. We went back into this riff catalog that he had from, I mean, there's riffs on there. You could tell he's in like a bathroom dressing room.
Wow.
Just
Yeah.
playing, you know, it just sounds like super
Just like,
scratchy to
I
like a
can't
tape
forget
deck
this.
or
I gotta
something.
do this
Yeah,
right
from
now.
like,
Yeah.
you know, 86 or something. Like
Oh, okay.
ridiculous. Like he's got
All right.
stuff
You're
from
going, yeah.
yeah, like way back.
Yeah.
And so we're digging through stuff like that, and we're also playing together every day and trying new stuff, speeding it up, slowing it down, and all that kind of stuff. And it was really, I mean, I was, you know, the first day,
Yeah.
you know, I was just kind of wide-eyed and kind of scared. Like,
Doesn't
oh
it feel
my
nice
gosh.
to be the young guy for once?
I am, and
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
Kiko's a couple days older than me, so I'm
There you
actually the
go,
youngest
there you
guy in the
go.
band,
Yeah.
which is definitely nice.
So just jumping to like, so you're playing, you
Yeah.
recorded with them.
Recorded, did the record,
Yeah.
finished up the material, got it done, and then we decided we were going to do this one Quebec City show.
Yeah.
Did that, went super well, and in the time while I was there and through the process of getting ready for that show, Dave and I really did become good friends.
Right, right.
And you know, there's lots of stories out there about him, but you know, I don't have one.
Sure,
He's great.
yeah, yeah,
We've had a great
yeah.
time. We laugh all the time. He sends me goofy stuff,
Yeah,
texts
yeah.
every day, just ridiculous, funny stuff. So it's really interesting having a friendship, you know,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy. So I want to keep up, and you know, he was very friendly to my family, and so yes, we're trying to make it work. We've got a tour.
Yeah. That's great.
Coming
Fantastic.
up here in the fall that we're going to work together, and then Lamb of God and Megadeth are actually going to hit the UK, do some shows together.
It makes me so happy to say that you heard it here first. Well, that's awesome, man. Thanks for sharing that info with us. I want to end by letting everyone know that Lamb of God is on the front cover of the latest issue of Revolver magazine, which is on stands right now. And pick up their new record. Don't download it. Support these guys. Help them get to #1. And check out the new video too. It's badass.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
You bet. Thanks
All
for your
right.
time.
Absolutely.